They're on Echo! Echo!
Good Lord. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Fry, and I want to talk about a game that I haven't talked about in a long time that has been a very big roller coaster for me over the last few years, and that is Insurgency Sandstorm. I got a chance to check out their CTE with their new Nightfall update, and I really wanted to talk about this title. And today's video is actually sponsored by Idle Miner Tycoon. It's one of those games where you can basically build out your mine shaft, you can level up, coal shafts, elevators, your warehouses, you can hire managers, which come with different, boosts for your employees. There are 7 continents to explore, and you can collect a whole bunch of different characters like, super managers, which all come with, different effects. You can get a whole bunch of different, skins for everybody in the game, your miners, the people in the elevators, and every week there is a new event mine to explore. So there's always something to do. I've been playing it for the last few days here, and it's one of those idler games where you basically just keep building and building and building, and then you just, while you're offline, you're still kind of collecting the resources, which then you can use to continue building and building and building. If you guys do want to check it out, there is a link down in the description below and in the top pinned comment. And it's one of those free-to-play games you can just play, waste some time on. And looking on the Android store, which is what I'm playing on, it has over 50 million downloads, 4.7 out of 5 stars out of 2 million reviews, and it is an editor's choice. So if you guys want to check it out, the link is again down in the description below. Shout out to Idle Miner Tycoon for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into it. This, and I'm just going to say it right off the bat for everybody, this is easily the best update that this game has ever had. And for the first time in, I think, ever, in the whole lifespan of Insurgency Sandstorm, I've wanted to play co-op more than I've wanted to play Firefight. So they've dropped this new night vision update. There's a whole bunch of different night visions and IR lasers and flashlights. Playing these maps in night mode is incredible. You have the IR lasers moving through. You can choose to do the side kind of shot like they do in Modern Warfare, but it feels so fucking good to play this game in co-op. I know a lot of people like co-op before. I've never been sold on the idea of it, but I just did a stream today, and it has been one of the most enjoyable experiences in Sandstorm that I have had since launch and playing through Firefight, which is what I usually do on the multiplayer side of things. This, I mean, look, I'm a sucker for night vision game modes because it brings me back to the days of playing old school Ghost Recons, Modern Warfare, playing the Clean House mission, and the Zero Dark 30 when you're Wolf's Den on Modern Warfare. Those were the 2 best missions in the new Modern Warfare. This takes that feeling of CQB and kind of brings it into a more kind of open environment, but still kind of maintaining that close quarters engagement when you get into some of these buildings. I really feel like this is the patch that brings me back to the Sandstorm environment. Now here's the thing, I've been talking about this very openly over the past few videos in my podcast. If you guys haven't seen the podcast, by the way, go check that shit out every Monday, kill feed. I've been talking about this idea of all of these games that have great shooting mechanics, great map design, but at the end of the day, all you're doing is sitting here and capping points and moving on to the next one. And co-op in Sandstorm is the exact same way. But when I see this night vision and I start to see the hardcore variables that can be added to it and the slow-paced gameplay, I start to feel like there is a lot of opportunity here to create cooperative game modes that aren't just capping points or planting a bomb and then moving on to the next one. Imagine if you were to take what you guys are seeing on screen here in the night vision game mode and make a map that is kind of like a Wolf's Den, or kind of like Clean House, but a lot taller. So you're going floor by floor and you're clearing shit, and there's a whole bunch of different objectives that you need to do, and it's kind of a more open-ended. You could go and you could try to get intel, you could try to do an extraction. There might be hostages along the path inside the building on different floors that you need to get out. You need to extract them. Once you grab one of the hostages, it could spawn a wave of enemies that are trying to kill you while you're trying to get them out of there. It would be fucking phenomenal to see this co-op mode now be expanded outside of whatever push and checkpoint is. Because all it is at the end of the day is capping points or planting a bomb and blowing shit up. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity here. This, to me, has just reignited the love that I have for this game. I'm super fucking psyched right now. I just got done playing for like 2.5 hours on stream, and I'm recording my thoughts right after. They have so many different night vision variants. There's like the white phosphorus, there's the amber, there's green, there's a multicolor one, which is a little bit strange because it's almost like you're looking through a blurred lens. Things are a little blurry, are they? What is the night vision button? Oh, that is the night vision.
Keep it tight.
Wait. Oh. Okay. You got multicolor on? You grabbed multicolor night vision? Oh shit. This is like Call of Duty. But it looks fucking good. They have IR flashlights, IR lasers, which I love. And then they have that, like I mentioned before, they have that night vision shooting variant where instead of going down the scope, you kind of tilt your gun to the side, shoot off the laser. I love playing like that with the rifles. Doing that with the pistols a little bit tough to get your shots accurate. But god damn, man. This is the most fun I've had in co-op ever. Straight up, ever. But again, sucker for night vision. I think at this point, I think it's safe to say that they have a decent base to where if they start expanding and making new game modes that have different variants of objectives, and I think that would actually be pretty easy for them as well. I think they could be sitting on something really fucking special. We all know the game is good. We all know the game has great gunplay and shooting mechanics and character movement. But now I want to see what they do with what they have here. Let's talk about Tideway for just a second. This is a remake of the map Buriz from Insurgency Source in 2014. It's a lot different. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is one of my favorite maps from Source. I love playing on it, and I noticed right off the bat they have done a lot of changes to the interiors of these buildings. One thing I noticed with NWI and what they like to do when they remake these maps is they like to make them bigger. They like to up the scale so that it's not such close quarters. And in my opinion, I'm not the biggest fan. When they did it to Ministry, I noticed the hallways that you're running down are like 1.5 to 2 times the size. And I get it, it's because this is being built on a different engine. The feel is a little bit different. They don't want it to be so cramped and claustrophobic, and they opened it up a little bit. So coming from the 2014 version into this version is very disorienting when you're trying to come up with game pacing. When I know that there should be somebody around that corner at this point, because I played this map for hundreds of hours, it's like, it just feels different. It feels different. And it's not that it's a bad thing. It's that as somebody who really enjoyed Ministry and Buriz from the 2014 and seeing how much they've shifted and changed it, it's a little bit frustrating. Again, I haven't played a lot of Hillside actually on this one, which is obviously a remake of Sinjar from the old game. I'm just noticing that their scaling is a lot bigger in this one, and again, it is frustrating, but at the end of the day, this game needs content, so like, I'll fucking take it. I will take it. There's nothing bad about the map. It's that it's just not the same. And I think people going in just don't expect a one-to-one remake, obviously. So there's 5 new weapons that you can use in this update. You have the Honey Badger, the Grease Gun, the AS Val, the Sterling, and the Well Rod. I've used, at this point of recording, I've used the Sterling, I've used the Val, and I've used the Grease Gun, and I don't like any of them. They shoot as if they shoot well for what they are, but I don't want to use any of them. It's just not my style. I am an M4 AKM guy, but I'm glad that they're adding more weapons in for everybody else. But to me, just shooting some of these guns just feels absolutely fucking useless. It feels like I'm playing Day of Infamy in Insurgency Sandstorm for some of these guns. Like when you're using the grease gun or the Sterling, it's like, okay, like just take me back to World War II while people are shooting at me with 5.56 and fucking me up. Like it just, to me, it just seems a little useless to use some of these guns, especially when you're trying to be a little bit more like sweaty and competitive. And they've added a whole bunch more cosmetics, like new hoodies and new shamogs and digital dark red camos. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like I'm gonna leave the link to the patch notes down below. They've overhauled the tutorials. There's dead zone improvements. That's one thing I have noticed. The gun aiming feels a little different. And I don't know if it's happening in this patch or if it's happening in a patch that I just haven't played yet, but I've noticed the recoil on the M4 feels a little different. This is one of those patches that I feel if you guys own the game and you're wondering, should I go back? Should I bother installing it and trying it again? Yeah, fucking try it again, because this is huge. From everything I'm seeing from the last time I played it to now, god damn, this is a patch. If I'm being completely honest. If you guys are considering buying it, you haven't yet, I mean, it's like, what, $24? Like, check it out. You're gonna get your money's worth out of this game. This is one of those things, like, Insurgency has been very hit and miss because I've seen the potential. We've had a past, we've had a history. It's been rocky at points, it's been good at others. If you're sitting on the fence and you're like, I don't know if I should buy this game, you're going to get your money's worth if you were into tactical or even slower paced FPS. I'm like 95% sure you're gonna get your money out of this title. My name is BigFry. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy the videos, please consider liking them. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. I'm gonna be bringing some more night vision op content with me and my stream team, American Riot, Arctic Soldier, and myself, 3-manning some co-op missions. You guys are gonna be seeing that once this update officially drops sometime here in June. And remember, if you guys are looking for a little mobile game to play, Idle Miner Tycoon is available right now on Android and iOS. Click the link down in the description below. Appreciate you guys. My name is BigFry, and I'll see you on the next one.